Hey folks, Engineer 775. This video is going to be kind of a random video. First of all, I want to say Merry Christmas to everyone out there and Happy New Year. And I hope you enjoy your time with family and friends over this holiday season. And this video is just going to be kind of random things that I'm working on and testing of preps around here. Every so often I just get in this mood where I want to make sure everything works. And so I'm going to show you some of the things that are working here, been working for me for years, and maybe they'll give you some ideas. I know you've seen a lot of these before, but I'm just kind of do a little montage today. First of all, what I'm doing also here is basically this is down here in my basement. I do a lot of design work and for off-grid systems. Here I'm working on a simple pump, adding solar to that. Also have do a lot of water design, water systems, whether they're springs. I know you can't see some of this, you won't see the details, but working on a ram pump plan for an individual, submersible solar in a spring box plan here. We've got so many customers, clients right now that want off-the-grid water systems, and that's become kind of my specialty. I've been doing that for about 15-16 years. And so that's what I do. And not only that, but as you've seen some of the videos, getting into solar, and I've worked on 5 solar off-grid battery backup hybrid systems, dealing with solar, of course, wind, generators, hydro, and so heating of water as an overlooked part of prepping, and I'm working on that. Always reading tons of things. This is neat stuff from Radiators. Just looking at a lot of products and pulling out some old school ideas of heating your home using the old radiators. You remember these? Some of you just turn the knob and sensor basically is detecting the temperature of the air, and then you're heating your radiator, running your water through your radiator. So definitely EMP proof solution to heating. Always looking at deep well cylinders to pump water and design and build pumps. So anyway, kind of random, but this is where I hang out a lot, and I spend a lot of time designing people's water systems, their retreats, covering anything. Of course, we typically start with water, then go to power, but not only that, we try to design a system so that all the components, you wouldn't just come to us and ask us for what products we sell. We like to design systems, and that everything works together, and that you would have as many redundancies as you could afford. And so that's what I'm doing down here. I'm going to show you some other things we're doing. Again, randomness. And here we have my early Christmas present, Spike's Tactical AR-15. It is a mid-length, so it's got a little longer gas chamber, about 2 inches longer. So they claim a little more accuracy, a little improved accuracy with that. I'm not doing a gun review. I'll leave that up to Such. But he is kind of crazy. But anyway, I'm moving on. This is a Leatherwood scope that Such has also reviewed. You can check out his review on that. My wife won this at a prepper conference. I love her. And the random books that I'm reading. A little bit of web development, but how to build a Muller, okay? Metal casting, generators, inverters, alternative energy secrets, digging your own well, lead acid battery theory, making pistons, water turbines, just good geek stuff. So I'm trying to read all of these right now. I just got another one in today, Survive the Coming Storm by Ray Gano. Spoke with him on the phone, just kind of hit it off, got a lot of similar ideas, very like-minded in terms of what we believe, both spiritually and of course towards preparedness. And so I've only read the foreword on that, but I'm going to hopefully find some time this evening to get into that. So just some books I'm reading. And check out Steve Chastain. He has written a bunch of books. I didn't know about this guy until we got a centrifuge. And just look for Steve D. Chastain. Search for him on Google, you'll find him. Unbelievable. Cool things that this guy makes and casts and builds, and high quality stuff. Love it. And of course, hot water. 5 years been running the boiler, and I love it. I figure in about 5 more years it will have paid for itself, and what we do not pay on our power bill. So hot showers, 6 showers every morning on firewood. Love this thing. Central boiler. Wood supply, wood keeps coming in. Wood supply for my boiler, and then I've got my wood from the cabinet shop that I separate out into rocket stove wood. I love this longer sticks, easy to feed in the rocket stove. And I've got my bin of wood under the roof here of all this kiln dried cabinet shop cutoffs. And so I figure I got 3 years supply of broccoli for Christmas. Got my broccoli here, my cabbage. It is December 23rd, and planted my winter garden late. I wanted to see how much I can get away with. Fortunately, we've had a lot of rain and it's been really warm, so I got lots of broccoli to eat. Hard to get the kids to eat it this time of year with all the sweets. It's Engineer 775 Skunk Works. We got a simple pump to install and to pull all my tools together. We got rained out, but we're getting geared up to do it again next week. Brooding up some chicks here. Always want to make sure I've got enough chickens, and so I've got another. These got to get out in the coop, but I got a mixture of heavy breed. If you're looking for a great place to start, go to Murray McMurray Hatchery Catalog and come to the post office, and 3-day-old little chicks, and but they're doing great. Say hello to the camera. Come on, you're not going to pet. The bench. This is where I do a lot of working on a pump here, just a new design. And I always have some other pump I'm trying out. Got this cool little transfer pump here from Northern. Excellent little, pretty heavy duty pump that's in with an extra impeller. So if you just need to move water around from your rain catchments, run water through radiators. This is a pretty cool little industrial pump that has standard hose threadings on it. So anyway, this is kind of my disaster area. I'm always working on something, projects, canning, and got solar, I know. And then rebuilding lawnmowers. That's a project I started the other night. Just rebuilding this mower deck. Sure beats buying a new lawnmower. So got new housings put in, new blades, new belt, and put that baby back together for next year. And all my cooking rocket stoves and heaters and ovens and batteries. Trying different battery technologies, AGMs, lead acid, randomness, military engine, 4-cylinder, 6 horsepower. You can pull start this thing, cord, double V-belted pulley. Oh, there's too many goodies on this to even talk about now, but I got to get this running off of wood gas. The Prepper Passat is doing great, running on my G Fuel free. Well over 1,200 gallons of it. Burned a lot in the immersion heater, but anyway, the car's doing awesome. Got to replace a slave cylinder and clutch. I'll do that next week, I think. But this baby is awesome. This is my free transportation. Well, nothing's ever free. Like I said, I got to put a slave cylinder in it. But really enjoying running this car for practically nothing. Look into some diesels, folks. They're awesome. 42 miles at a gallon. Update on the Ram. Ram's been running for a couple weeks now. Isn't that awesome? Now, only if you understand what I'm doing is it awesome. But that is pumping water from 900 feet away, 100-foot elevation, without electricity, coming out of the dam of my pond, and coming up here to water the cows. This water's always moving, and so just loving the Ram pump. You gotta love Ram pumps. And cows and the chicks seem to be happy. The chickens are about to get their friends from the brooder about to come and meet them today or tomorrow. So psyched to have next year's wood supply stacked up here, ready to go along this fence line. And so it'll be nicely seasoned for next year. Let me just say a word about my rototiller. This tiller is awesome. I know it's expensive, $1,600, but the amount of garden I've been able to put in with this and this tractor. I just think about preparing soil. Folks, prepare your soil now. Get it ready. Even if you have to rent something, and get your soil prepared. And that's what you need to do. Get your garden spots ready. Even if you don't have anything planted in them now, get them ready. As this one takes about 10 minutes. It's ready to plant with that tiller. So, Old Faithful's still doing great. Just fired her up the other day. Drove her around. So gas fire. Still a big fan of the gasification. Requires some labor and some troubleshooting abilities, but I don't discourage anyone from trying it. It's a lot of fun, rewarding, and just to know that I can drive, make electricity, split wood, it's awesome. Well, here's a fail. I had to leave for several days on a trip. Was working on some solar and some other things, and I wasn't able to keep those tomatoes going, folks. So because my immersion heater, I didn't want to have my wife and kids fire this thing up, so I had to leave, and it got cold and I killed the tomatoes. So anyway, not all my projects work. I just want to make sure you know that. And I know you know that. But anyway, still got a lot of plans for the immersion heater and this little greenhouse. Start some seeds up in here. Look, it's already 82 degrees in this little building. This thing's it's still real cool, but you do have to babysit. Though it's rained for 4 days here, and I'm thankful for it, that tank up on the hill has been filled, kept maintained by my solar pump, a Dankoff slow pump. So I'm very happy with it. I am running it PV direct, so it's just solar panel to pump direct, and it's maintaining that 1,600 gallons water, not a problem, keeping the cows happy. Oh yeah, my tank, that is going to be my waste oil storage tank. Already got a pump. Going to do some mods on that, so really want to use the Steve Chastain centrifuge to start making some fuel from waste motor oil, not veggie oil. I feel a better way to go is motor oil. It's a lot more BTUs. My buddy dropped off some more radiators from an old school that he's been working at, and they're just throwing this stuff away, but these are the fin and tube type radiators. We got the controls with it. Awesome, just awesome, cool stuff. Thankful for good friends. It's OBX Wind and Solar, Outer Banks Wind and Solar. Check out his channel. It's on my site. So and I apologize I haven't hooked it up yet, but this awesome diesel filter, just haven't had time to hook this baby up. I need to do it. So thank you for this Christmas present, brother. I appreciate it. Sitting on top of my radiators. So much to do, so little time. The runway feels short, but again, you got these old cast iron radiators that need to be hooked up, and some people say I'm a pack rat collecting all this stuff, but this really nice little 40-gallon water heater, and gentleman couldn't get the anode tube out of it, so I brought it home, heated up with a torch, and it popped right out. But I'm going to make a water heater. It is a water heater. I'm going to heat water though, not with electricity, but with I'm going to try my rocket stove, and I might do my gasifier stove. That's a project I want to see if we can produce some hot water, and hot water is definitely needed for the prepper. We all talk about it, but I've never done it, and that's give my children coal for Christmas. So I got a bag of real coal, and so their stockings will be full with coal on Christmas morning. You guys got your little generators, your little gas generators. Make sure you run them often, and then run them out of gas, and just at a minimum, if you're not treating your gas, just run them out. And anyway, just every so often I fire up all my gas engines and make sure they all are in good working order. Good thing to do in the winter. You need to store oil. Don't forget your oil, spark plugs, filters, not just fuel. Make sure you have your accessories to go along with it. One area where I'm really weak is in producing my own hay. I have to buy my hay. I don't have the equipment at this point to cut, to mow, cut, rake, tedder, bale, store my own hay, and that's a weakness on this farm. So might have to switch over to rabbits. Look at that broccoli. Gonna have that for lunch. You can't have Christmas without Jesus, folks. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders. There's coming a day when there's going to be peace, and it's going to be under his rule, a benevolent dictatorship, his government, and I cannot wait. This coming year, as people are watching more debates and more of the primaries, everybody's wanting a leader, a strong leader. That leader is coming, and it's nothing to do with either party. And so folks, the Bible teaches a different type of government. It teaches that we are all individually accountable to God. And so read the Bible. Make that a New Year's resolution, and you'll find out God's perspective on government. There is a government coming, the one that we're all looking forward to, whether you believe that or not, but one run by Jesus Christ. And he will rule and reign here upon the earth for 1,000 years. So your theology might differ, but that's my best understanding of what is going to happen. It's in the future. And his government is coming, and it shall be one of peace and righteousness. I so look forward to it. Again, Merry Christmas, and look forward to putting out many videos next year, and get everybody prepping as many people as possible, just to wake people up and let them know that they need to prepare for coming bad times. I'm not a pessimist. I'm just a realist. I'm not a defeatist. And so I'm an optimist, and my hope is in the Lord Jesus Christ. Thanks for watching.